Yo guys, what's going on? Acez here today with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to increase your frame rate on Escape from Tarkov PVE mode as a solo player. It's worded like that because this video is specifically for the solo players that are being forced to use the new localization that has been implemented with patch 14.9.5. Do me a favor, make sure you're dropping a like on this video here today, and of course make sure you subscribe to the channel for more PVE content. So you missed my video yesterday. I was not too happy checking out my very first raid for the new local raids for solo players in PvE. I went from getting the usual 70 frames in the worst parts of customs to 150 frames in the best, down to getting as low as 42 frames and as high as about 59. I think even at one point we did hit 62 frames. Honestly, in my opinion, that is not playable when you're in the 40s and 50s. 60 frames per second is playable. It's an enjoyable experience, but anything under that just feels absolutely terrible. And I know some of you would be absolutely blessed to be getting that kind of frame rate because you have to play on really low-end systems. But for me personally, as a 240 hertz loving Giga Chad, not being able to even come close to what I can actually get out of my monitor and my performance in general, it hurts the soul. And being able to play Escape from Tarkov, even on 150 frames per second, feels absolutely amazing. So dropping down to 40 and 50 is unacceptable. I'm going to be completely transparent here. I did watch a guide on YouTube that I am going to be redirecting you to, and you're going to need to take a little bit of time to make all these changes to your rig if you haven't done any of this stuff. So allocate 30 to 60 minutes so you can get all this stuff done and properly implemented, do a couple restarts, stuff like that. But the video I'm going to be directing you to is going to be by Flynn. He has about 30,000 subscribers here on YouTube, and the exact title is The Best Tips to Increase FPS and Escape from Tarkov, and it was from 10 months ago. I know he has an updated guide, but this is the video that I watch, and I'm going to run you through the stuff that I did personally out of all the stuff that he talks about. His video is way more in-depth than I could ever make it. Seems like he really knows what he's talking about, and after I will show you my results here very shortly, what frame rates I'm getting now, it absolutely helped, and it's definitely going to make Tarkov playable, and just it just revitalized me. It revived how I'm feeling, because I was feeling super down and disappointed about Tarkov. So let me tell you what I did specifically when it comes to making changes to my PC. So number one, optimizing your launcher and game files. Some of the stuff I already had done, like for a small example, closing the game launcher when you launch Tarkov, stuff like that. The very basic stuff. Then setting up empty standby list. I did not check anything with XMP. I don't know if mine is enabled or disabled. I didn't even mess with that. I didn't go into my BIOS or, anything with my motherboard. That was the only thing I skipped. I set up Process Lasso. I increased my virtual memory. I went to the NVIDIA control panel, changed some stuff there, and I completely changed all of my in-game settings 100% across the board. Changed a lot of the stuff to mimic what he had, since he has a very similar rig to what I currently have. So the link will be in the description to that exact video. YouTube made some changes to their overall UI right now, and I swear I can't figure out how to actually check the description. I don't know if that's across the board for all of you, but YouTube recently is just super weird. So if you can't find the description, if your YouTube is bugging out like mine, join the Discord and I can put it somewhere in there for you guys to go ahead and check out. But I'm just going to show you my settings really quick in case you don't want to check all that stuff out. Maybe you just want to check out the in-game settings and just kind of know where we're at. This is what my in-game settings for the graphics look like. I did not change my post FX. This is the post FX that I personally enjoy. Now with the new graphics, I might have to, tweak it a little bit, but this is the post FX I currently use, and a lot of you have actually been asking about that. So there it is, right for you right there. So we are going to hop into customs. I'm going to show you my frame rate now in comparison to what it was. I'm going to go into an online raid, which I haven't done yet, but I was doing testing earlier in offline raids and getting the same exact thing as I had gotten with online raids. So I know this is going to help drastically, but I was getting in testing about 50 frames on customs in an offline raid. And now I'm getting anywhere from like 70 to 75 and even up to 80. So going from 40 to 80, I'm taking that all day long. Let's hop in a raid. All right, so we are about to load up here. You can see bottom left, it does say local in the patch information. So currently at 50, going up to 60, 63, 65, 67. It just keeps going, like right here in the mountains. We were here. I don't know if we were in this exact location, but we were over near the scab checkpoint over here, and we were getting, what, 50 to 40 frames? Now, I haven't tried with the scope yet. I haven't checked out double rendering. We just hit 70. We're at 71 frames right now, and we were getting like 45 and 42 in this area, in the trees. So let's actually try the scope. I haven't tried this yet. I have no idea what we're going to be looking at frame rates on the double rendering with a scope. So here on the 1X, dropping down to, wow, 60 still. I'll take that all day. We'll go in the little bit higher magnification there. Still right around 60. Certain maps, you're going to get a tanked FPS no matter what using scopes. Double rendering has been an issue for years and years and years. So it is what it is. But right now, 70 frames while recording. I'm literally recording. I actually have a tab of Google Chrome open as well. And playing Escape from Tarkov. I also have Discord open in the background. You know, we're going from the absolute unplayable Tarkov of 45 frames that I showed you yesterday up to 70 frames per second. So, guys, you know, huge shout out to Flynn. I want to make sure he gets the recognition he deserves. I want you to view that video. I want you guys to, you know, make sure you're dropping a like on that video for him, because this is something you all need to do. Now, there were a couple settings that he doesn't have that I did tweak. You know, when it comes to optimizing the amount of allocation for your CPU for Escape from Tarkov, he mentioned that he is on normal because he does streaming, has OBS open. I'm also on normal, but he recommends you to put it on high. Obviously, just, you know, whatever your circumstances. Another thing, when his video was recorded is when NVIDIA Reflex was bugged out. I remember that. It ruined the game. I'm on plus boost. In his video, he was on off. So there are a couple settings you might need to tweak for yourself. But, you know, I mean, just look at it. The proof is up in the top right corner. This is, what, 12 hours later, 13 hours later at the time of recording? I'll upload it like 6:30 in the morning so you guys can wake up and, you know, actually get back on Escape from Tarkov and start enjoying it again. I haven't tested other maps, but the fact I'm going from 45 to 70 on customs probably means that all the other maps are going to be playable for me too. So I'm super excited to make this video because I was super negative yesterday, and I haven't been negative at all for PvE. And I was definitely disappointed, demoralized, and unmotivated to continue to make content. But now with these changes, I feel like I got the game right back. I feel like I feel completely revitalized, refreshed. I feel a lot better about it. And I want you guys to make some of these changes, put in 30 minutes, optimize your PC, and get back on the game and love Tarkov again. And now have no load time. So you might not be getting that 140 frames you used to get on some parts of your maps, but at least the game is playable, and we have to find the silver lining and everything. So, you know, I'd love to see BSG make the change to make localization optional and have the option to queue up on their servers to be a solo player, but we'll see what they do. But I had to make this video. Appreciate you guys so much. Sorry for the negativity yesterday. I did my best to keep my cool, but I wasn't too happy. And now, luckily, I have a solution for you thanks to Flynn. So check his channel out. Flynn, thank you so much for the very in-depth guide that you made. The Tarkov community is going to continue to thank you for months and months and months, just like they have been, because your video was so in-depth and clear. So once again, thank you, everybody. Check out that video. Optimize your PC. Get back on Tarkov, and let's get some raids in. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.